Brian Van from Sport Bike Track Gear, sportbiketrackgear.com. This is part 2 of our 2010 Bellstar helmet video review. This is the part where we're going to go ahead and pull it apart and put it all back together for you. Let's start off with the shield. Okay, it's real common to make a shield change. In order to remove the shield from the star, simply open it all the way. From there, grab this trigger, pull back. Literally jumps off. Repeat the process on the other side. Shield is now off. We're going to show you how to put it back on. First, Ryan, let's give him a close-up here of that shield pivot. In order to reinstall it, what you need to do is get this tab, can you get that? Started in this slot right here. To do that, basically simulate the open position for the shield. Get that tab back in that slot, kind of dip it in like so, and then push. It is literally that easy. And closed again. I'm going to go ahead and pull it back off and show you how to remove the interior from the helmet. There's the shield. Breath deflector is removable. If you don't feel that you need it, just go ahead and give it a light tug. Comes right out, and you can see the retainer clips right here and right here. It's moldable. Rubber breath deflector. To remove the chin curtain, what you're going to want to do is grab onto it here. Try and grab onto the plastic part, not the material, the fabric, but the plastic, and kind of pull back and up just a little bit. Comes right out. It's a nice fabric. To remove the cheek pads and the top pad, the first thing you have to do is make sure you've got your helmet strap undone, like so. There are 3 snaps on each cheek pad, 2, and a third one here in the back. We'll show you where they're all located. Go ahead and pull your helmet strap through. From there, I want you to grab the material back here and start to give it a nice tug, and out it comes. Really easy to do. You see that fabric is just so soft and nice. You can see the sculpted cheek pad here. Here's the plastic retainer. This goes in between the helmet EPS and the helmet shell. Okay. Obviously the other side is just going to be a simple mirror image. Grab it here in the back. Give it a little tug. And out it comes. You can see the 3 snaps here. To remove the top pad, we have 2 snaps at the back. 1, 2. Kind of get your hand underneath the top pad. Move these straps out of the way to show you. And grab it right here where the fabric is attached to the plastic. And give it a little tug. Comes right out. You can see the nice top pad here. Nice quality liner. Removable, washable, replaceable. You can also remove the strap covers. Simple snap. Undo the metal snap. And kind of the side with the D-ring, obviously a little bit tougher, but there you go. Now let's have a look at the EPS from the inside out. You can see all the channels in the EPS, and the thing I really want you to try and focus on here, Ryan, is these huge vent inlets. Can you see that? In the EPS, they are absolutely humongous. You'll also see here that this helmet is able to accept, you know, basically some communicator style, some earbuds if you want to. And that's all right there. You can remove the foam and kind of trim it, and you can see the channel there for the wire. So if you're into that kind of stuff, this helmet will accept that technology without really too much modification. So there's a look at the EPS from the inside out. That's the stuff that protects you in the event of an accident. You can see the channeling through it and all the ventilation holes in it. Tremendous amount of ventilation and airflow from the Bellstar. To reassemble, it's basically just a reversal of what we did to get it all apart. Let's Let's go ahead and start with the strap cover. You know, remember, this is something that you may never do. I mean, not everyone washes their helmet, but you know, we're going to go ahead and show you how to do this so that if you do need to, you'll know how to put it apart and put it back together. Or if you're having trouble getting the helmet back together, you can go ahead and reference this video and it'll help you get your star back together. The helmet strap covers, they're kind of tedious, you know, getting everything lined up and fed back through there. Okay, now the top pad. What I like to do with the top pad is start from the front and work to the back. Let's go ahead and dip the top pad in like so. And what you'll find here on the star is you can kind of see this curve here at the back of the plastic. Kind of dip that backwards, slide it just above the EPS there at the side of the helmet. And from there, push forward on the plastic clips. They engage very easily. Do the same thing on the other side. Just kind of push forward, locks in place, nice positive engagement, stays in place quite well. And really take your time when you're doing this. Make sure you get everything lined up just right. You know, you don't want it to feel weird once you get it on, then when you're on the road have to pull it back apart. We have the two snaps at the back. Line them up. Lock them up. Piece of cake. Cheek pads. Go ahead and grab your helmet strap, pull it through like so. And then what you'll need to do here is begin with the retainer here on the side. You need to push this in between the helmet EPS and the shell of the helmet. Okay, kind of take your time feeding that in there. You can see the two red clips that it needs to slide into. Get that all to fit down in there. Kind of work from the front to the back. You can actually hear the clips engage once it gets down in there. The portion here in the back, you need to really tuck that up in between the helmet shell and the EPS of the helmet. Get it in there nice and flush. Now we've got 3 snaps on the inside. The snaps are kind of small. You have to look in there a little bit to line them up. Nice positive engagement, firm engagement. And there's the one at the back. Of course, a mirror image of the other side now. Let's go ahead and feed our helmet strap through. We're going to begin the process with putting the retainer in between the EPS and the helmet shell. Make sure you get it inside those red retainer clips, right? And then we'll start from front to back by pushing it down. Push it in, feel it lock in place, front to back, get it tucked up in there nice and neat. Now let's reach in here and do our snaps. The snap at the back seems to be the most difficult one. Like I said, the snaps are kind of tiny, so you really have to have them lined up just right. And one thing that you do want to do is be careful and don't put a ton of pressure on it until you have it lined up. And there that is, engaged. Our chin curtain. Let's go ahead and slide that back in. That just goes in between the chin EPS and the shell of the helmet. Feeds in pretty easily. Nice positive engagement, so you'll know once you've got it in there. So that's not just going to fall out when you're riding down the road. Let's go ahead and put our breath deflector back in. Very easy to do, very clear where it goes. Push the tabs in and down, and then we'll finish it up with our shield. Push that in place. And there you go. That is the 2010 Bell Star helmet from the inside out from sportbiketrackgear.com.